What's up, everyone, and welcome to Fiction Tea Review. So today we're going to talk about the movie Doctorsleep. So Doctorsleep is an R-rated 2019 horror thriller film. It's about 2 hours and 32 minutes long. The film is inspired by Stephen King's novel and movie The Shining. It is actually the sequel of The Shining about this guy named Dan, played by Edwin McGregor, who played the son of the crazy lunatic Jack, who was played by Jack Nicholson, and The Shining, who is now an adult. And as an adult, he's trying to forget his past and suppress his trauma through alcoholism and sex. He wants to forget about what happened to him as a child and ignore his power called the Shine. He goes on doing such until he comes in contact with a teenage girl named Abra, played by Kylie Corin, who he soon learns shares the same power of the Shining with him. They eventually meet after Abra tells him about the Shine Thieves, aka the Snow Snatchers, I'd call them, who kill people, kill children included, and inhale their smoke /soul/shine for immortality. They band together to put an end to what these villains are doing. So first off, if you've never seen The Shining, which is like one of my top 5 movies, greatest movies, favorite movies of all time, you probably won't get a lot of the references that are made in this film, and you won't necessarily know every single thing that's going on and who these people are and where they came from, especially when it comes down to Dan's character and then when it comes down to the visuals. However, I do believe that you can watch this without watching The Shining. If you haven't seen it, I do believe that you can watch this and still understand what's going on. But I would suggest watching The Shining first and then watching this film. Now, as far as visuals go, there were definitely references of The Shining in this film. One of the references was the wave pool of blood in the hallway scene of the hotel. Another was how the hallway scene was designed. It was exactly like an exact replica of the Shining hallway hotel. The steps, the doors with the numerical symbolism on each of the doors. And of course, there was the classic Red Rum reference, which we all know from Stephen King books and Stephen King films. Red Rum, which is actually murder, but it's spelled backwards. You know they had to include that. Also, there was the references to the twin little girls who were in The Shining, I believe, and of course the hotel people in the end. It kind of showed all the hotel people, including Dan's father, who is originally played by Jack Nicholson, but in here they had someone else play him. I would have loved to have seen Jack Nicholson replay this role, but I believe that he's retired or something, because like he killed it in The Shining. Just those small details is what really makes this movie good. At first I really didn't know what to expect from this film, because when I watched the trailer I thought it was just like a remake of The Shining, because I had only was specifically seeing scenes like out of The Shining. But once I watched it, I was like, oh no, this is its own movie in itself. This is a sequel, and it definitely had references to The Shining, but it is its own movie and it stands on its own. Of course, these things that made me think of this was like the mom, the black hair, the kid riding on the bike scene, just all classic scenes that were in the Shining movie. Everything about the visual imagery in this film really spoke to the overall theme of the movie, really made everything come together. Think about a scene where Abra was even like using her telekinesis, and she had seen all the trucks or all the cars like on the road, and the way that she was like kind of taking mental pictures of it and trying to get the location of where these people were at. That scene was just like so amazingly cool, which leads straight into the characters. Abra, first off, she's very brave, very powerful, she's very super clever. I was really impressed by her acting skill. The kids on here, their acting was really good. Her acting and the baseball little boy, his acting, that scene with him, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he did great. It was so believable, and it was just like hard to see that they were doing this to children. As well as the woman antagonist with the hat, the top hat, Rose, I believe, Rose Hat or something, Rose something with the hat is her name. And she was just so uncanny, but at the same time she was alluring and powerful. As far as the cast go, their acting was really good, because you could see kind of them tapping into that creature-like nature, and they were like fiends for like the soul, for like the for that immortality of the soul, for that power. They were fiending for it, and they did really good tapping into that animal instinct. As far as the imagery and the characters go, the music also played a role in this because it was giving you like that heartbeat sound, doo-doo, doo-doo, and you could actually feel the anticipation of what was going to happen because of that sound, and the anxiety that was going on as a person watching the horror film and as the characters experiencing it. Really so much the human emotion of fear. The plot, I think the plot was a really good pace, but I will say you have to watch this at a time where you're ready and prepared to watch this. Like I said, this is 2 hours and a half long, damn near 3 hour long movie. I've watched longer movies, but I will say I watched this at a later time, so I was kind of dozing off, so I had to like rewind back to a lot of different scenes a couple of times. So you really have to be prepared to watch this and really focus, because you can feel the pacing of the film. Like, you can feel the time of the film. You kind of feel like you're in that time zone of the movie, so you really have to pace yourself if you're gonna watch this, and be prepared to watch it for this long. I think this is definitely like sci-fi horror, fantasy horror, because of the superpower aspect to it, and because of the great horror scenes and the references to old horror, classic horror film. I kind of wish this was a series because I just wanted to see more after it was overall. This is a good movie. I'd rewatch it again. I watched it on Amazon Prime, but like the HBO free trial, I have like the free trial thing for a little bit, so I've been watching that on there and trying to just watch all the movies on there as I can, because I've been really wanting to see this for a long time. You can do that, or you can, I think, get the Vudu app. I think it's like $5.99, or I've never got it before, but I saw that that's another way that you can watch this, or of course you can watch it online. Lastly, my little side note, one I had was like, who's letting their kids just walk around and just like by themselves home, near woods, in the woods, on roads, alone, to get snatched up like that? I was like, huh? Lastly, I would say there definitely was a lot of symbolism in that end scene where we were kind of going into Dan's mind, and he was opening up those boxes, those chests, and that whole snow scene, that visual. There definitely was a lot of symbolism in that, so I definitely would go back and like check more out about that. But that's pretty much it. This movie overall, I enjoyed it, I liked it, and I would definitely recommend it for people to watch it and check it out. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to hit that notification bell to get notified for future videos coming. Also, be sure to get you a copy of Rain by me. I wrote. It is a story about it is a sci-fi psychological thriller horror book about a group of young adults in a psych ward who have been living here for so long they kind of become accustomed to this and used to it, and they think they're never gonna get out. They get this new counselor, and he's like, I don't know if you're really crazy, I feel like something else is going on, and he's trying to do basically detective work to figure out what's going on and get into the minds of the kids and gain their trust. But he starts to learn that there's some horrific things going on, and it's pretty disturbing and terrifying. And he also comes to learn that maybe these kids have some sort of abilities, and I think there's something deeper going on in this place. You can either hit the link in the description box below to get a copy of this on Amazon, or I would prefer you can email me. It is on the screen, and you would get a discount on the book. We'll continue to read this. We are on chapter 9, so let's get into it. Chapter 9, Nostalgia. Joseph. A guard steps in my room, informing me that I have a visitor. He takes me to his office. When I open the door, I'm shocked to see a man sitting in his seat. He turns around so slow I almost go into a different state of impatience. I can't believe it. I blink my eyes numerously. Is this real? I admire my fingers, counting all 10. I peep around the room cautiously, squinting my eyes with curiosity. Leon? I mumble. Hey, little brother. Glad to see me? He smirks. They said I had a visitor. I thought it was Jake? Nick? Mandy? Oh, bummer. Sorry to disappoint, little bro. He smokes a cigarette. He steps towards me. I step back in fear of being hit. His fingers poke at my bare chest. Been working out, huh, little bro? You think you're a man now, huh? He bullies. I smack his hand away. Stop, I screech. I'm leaving. I reach for the knob, but his hand grasps my arm, twisting like a wet towel being wringed. Remember when I used to do this for fun? How you scream and beg for mommy to come, but she wouldn't? Whenever anything broke or happened, I'd blame you. Get off me, I moan. He loosens his grip. I rub the marks left, heavily breathing. What are you doing here anyway? I whine. Came to see you, brother. With open arms, he says, I've missed you so much. Years I called, visited, emailed, but you denied me. You know what? I decided, hey, why not just show up one day and here I am in the flesh. He smiles wickedly. You miss me? I don't understand why you're here. You must want something. Now, what can I possibly want from you, Joey? He stares in my face, smacking it repeatedly. He pushes me down. You know what I don't understand is how you just let me do all this stuff to you, Joey. You do nothing. Why is that? You're violent, it says. It says here in your records, you hallucinate, you're angry, but you never hit me back. Why? I shake on the floor crying. I'm sorry. Dad, I'm sorry. I did it, not Leon. It was me. That's right. Take the blame, little brother. Leon grabs my hair. She always defended you. Liked you best. Treated you better. You know why? I cry on the floor, covering my ears to make the noise stop. The door is open. In walks Matthew. What the hell are you doing? Let him go, for Christ's fucking sake. Jake runs in behind him, hugging me and lifting me from the floor. Matthew doesn't acknowledge me. He just takes his seat, talking to Leon. Leon fixes his hair while introducing himself to Jake. But Jake pulls me into the other room of the office and sits me down. Are you okay? He asks. I'm fine, Jake. Thanks. Aw, what a happy little family we are. In walks Leon. You're not my family, yells Jake. Go away. Matthew calls Leon and he steps out. Hold that insult. I'll be right back, little brothers. You're bleeding, he worries. It's alright, I'm fine. So that's Leon? That's my brother. Our brother, yes. I correct. What a jerk. I laugh. How are you, Jake? I miss you, he cries. I know, is all I can utter. Check this out. I pull out a gold flask and hand it to him. I stole it from a bar we went to. Cool, screams Jake. He hugs me again. I've really missed his hugs. Rather, I have missed hugs in general because we're not allowed to touch here. I mean, sure, yeah, guards can harass, rape, and beat students, but hugging, oh no, that is just wrong. This place is fucking sickening. I stroke his hair back, gazing into his green cat eyes. The resemblance him and my mother share is uncanny. In walks good old Matthew, staring at us, of course. Momentarily he hates, watching and stalking his prey with disgust. Mr. Wright has to go back now, Nick. Mr. Wright. It's a shame he can't even call me by my name. We hug. Leon enters the room. Hey, why not stay a while longer, Joey? We can all get to know each other. I don't want to get to know you, stupid, says Jake, whose fist is balled in a knot. I beam with exuberance. What a tough kid. He grips his chest, frowning. I'm hurt you feel that way, baby brother. Don't talk to your brother that way, demands Matt. Fuck you. An evil voice escapes me. I feel the words spring out hate after hate word towards him. Leon steps to me. Everything moves so slowly. Jake grabs him by the collar, Leon pulling him off, Matt grabbing Jake away from Leon, and the darkness suffocating the atmosphere. My eyes open. Kale's under the sheets in my bed. I get up, relieving her from my lap. She sits sobbing on the floor. I walk to the door, completely ignoring her cries, entering the hallway. I notice the woman in red tonguing down Western. Yuck. I slip past the two, heading down the hallway. A camera watches me quickly slip down the steps. Once I get there, I knock on his door. Tommy, it's me. It's me, Joe. The door creaks. What can I do for you, Joseph? He grins. Tommy, it's been a long time. Indeed, dude. I've kind of missed you all. I bet he did miss me, little stalker. Great. But I need you to take care of someone for me. I hint. You mean like kill someone? His eyes bulge with excitement. More like protect someone. Protect someone? Protect someone like Samantha? Jake? The new guy? Me. When the time is right, Tommy. Promise me. Man, you know once a promise is made, it can't be taken away. I promise that. We shake on it. So, as we just read, we just found out that Jake is actually Nick's real name. Nick is Joseph's brother, changed his name. And now we know that Matthew, who is actually the boss of the entire place, is Joseph's father. who put him in this place. His other brother came to visit, and we're gonna continue to learn about why he was put in here and what's really going on. Joseph goes to Tommy. He says, look, I want to make a deal with you. I need you to protect me when the time is right. And they shake on it and they agree. So we're gonna see what happens. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.